Before we begin, thank you very much to Lumpy Returns for rejoining the Patreon campaign over at patreon.com/TJOmega. I know it's a repeat. I shouted that out pretty recently. It's just another excuse to point out the Patreon campaign and all the help it provides keeping the channel alive and all the support that I genuinely appreciate. So, yeah, cheap shill and a little bit of appreciation at the same time. I'll take any excuse. So, this is my yearly Christmas haul video, though this is a weird one this time. So it is a different year family-wise. We've had multiple losses in the family this year, so it's not been a kind year to my family. It's not as big as a Christmas as it normally is, and it happened a little bit weird this year. So Amazon was late on pretty much everything that got ordered, so a lot of it showed up late. In fact, all of it showed up late. And I don't even have everything yet. There are apparently still about 6-7 more things on the way. So, yeah. This is part 1. I assume it is part 1. But for now, people like my Christmas haul videos, so I guess I'm doing another Christmas haul video. I never feel comfortable doing it, but this is by request. I can't not do it. So, we're going to start off. I don't really have a planned out order that I'm going to show things off in. I'm just going to kind of run through it. So, I'm going to start with the Funko Pop stuff because I know most of you don't care about Funko Pops, but I like them well enough. I've learned to appreciate them. So, on the D&D side, we got a Mind Flayer, which we dealt with in one of the campaigns I'm playing now, weirdly enough. We have a War Duke as well, which I love the D20 he comes with. It's marbleized and super cool looking. And then one of the more clever Funko Pops, it is a mimic from D&D. But instead of being a mimic of a treasure chest, it's a mimic of another Funko Pop that they did for a different D&D character, Minsk. Which I think is hysterical and actually really clever. So that's actually really funny to me. Now for monsters that are a little bit more familiar and that you might like a little bit more, yeah, on the Pokemon side we have a Horsey, a Meowth, a Ponyta, and a Growlithe. So I have a bunch of these on my Amazon wish list because there's part of me that's still in my head is gotta catch them all. And I picked up on these a little bit late, so there's a bunch I am missing. So I decided, let's throw a few on there. They're inexpensive. Family will be able to help me play catch-up without breaking the bank. So, I know, it's Funko Pop stuff, but it's also Pokemon stuff, so you can't go wrong with that. Speaking of Pokemon stuff, let's do some more Pokemon. So, for starters, because Pokemon has starters, that's the joke. Full box of Evolving Skies. I didn't get to open up one of these. I don't think I'm going to stream opening it, because opening Pokemon cards is always, kind of frustrating to me. And it kind of, my neck doesn't like me bending over for an hour and a half, hunched over, opening up the cards to keep them all on camera. So, I might do something different with these. I think I actually have an idea for how to show these off a little bit more of an interesting way. So stay tuned for that. I might not do it, but I might. And then the box is trash, but I don't care because I'm going to open it up. This is a Pokemon Selects Greninja. Now, I don't know if anyone would be interested in hearing about it or opening it, but I got the Selects Charizard and the Selects Articuno that are on the back. The only one missing is Rayquaza. I've never seen that one before. And the thing is, I own the D-Arts Charizard, the Bandai made SH Figuarts style Charizard. I think I like this one better. Genuinely, as a toy anyway. I think it plays better. I think it has just as nice opposability. It feels better. There's no, on the D-Arts, the tail tends to pop off because the ball joint really is barely holding on to it. Here, there's no problems like that. It's weird. It's weird that Jazzwares ended up making a Charizard I actually like better than Bandai and their figure art line. But I got Articuno too, and he's really nice. So I'm actually like really curious how Greninja came out, because Greninja's got some pretty lanky parts. I'm kind of wondering how all that holds up. So that's my Pokemon. Let's see, where to go here? Where to go from here? There is some stuff that I've already opened up. I opened up before because I got dragged into a game. I got dragged into a game after I got all this stuff, so I went to play the game, and while, like, in between rounds, I opened up a few things just because I had nothing to do. I can go to a few robot stuff, so we have, from Beast Box, Thrashard, which is their, if you don't know Beast Box, everything they make transforms into a cube, which I think is a super cool little thing, because I've always been fascinated with the idea of transforming figures, that all go into the same uniform shape, and all of them are so different. Like, I think that's why I like Soundwave's cassettes so much. But Thrashard also is an Ankylosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. If you know me long enough, you'll find out I have like a small obsession with the Ankylosauruses. Just a little bit. So now I got a robot one. One day, some third party is going to get tired of making Dinobot after Dinobot after Dinobot, and they're going to make a brand new Dinobot, and it's going to be this, and I'm going to be in love. But until that day comes, this is the closest I'm going to get. And no, I don't count the one in Armada that was made from Bazooka. That one's not great. What else robot? Oh, it's way over here. Hang on. Seems like I get one Tobot every year too, and this year it was Silverhawk, who is awesome. I love the design on this thing. I love how sharp it is. I love all of the gold details going through the gray. This thing is absolutely amazing. Not the most complex of transformations, and I will admit the articulation is a little bit janked by the design, but I so love the look of this thing, and in both modes I think look fantastic. And Tobots are just so solid. I need a very long overdue video for the combination between the last two I reviewed. But we'll get to that. And there's a few more I want to talk about. But yeah, Tobot makes good stuff. It's big too. It's like old school Ultra Class. I'm looking over. I'm trying to decide what comes next. Because there's a few things. There's a few genres I want to say. You know what? Let's go. Let's do Power Ranger stuff, because I got a bunch of Power Ranger stuff that includes the Super Cyborg from Super 7, the Megazord. I didn't think I would like this design, because I think it's like overpriced for what it is, but like it's rock solid. The paint is all really good. Like, there's a ton of paint on it. Articulation is pretty basic. I do like this. I do like popping that off, and there you see the Rangers seated in the cockpit. Now, I believe that's actually an error. I want to say that they are actually in the head of the... Well, maybe not. I'm trying to remember exactly where the cockpit is in the original Megazord, because it's been a long time since I saw it. But yeah, that is cool. I think this is, for an American release toy, is as close to accurate to the actual suit from the show that we ever got. I think the only one I've seen that's more accurate than this is the Gigantic Series Daijujin from X Plus. A toy I will never be able to afford, much as I want to. I would love to afford it because I now own something that I think would go great with it, which are these. From World's Smallest, we have action micro figures. These are super tiny action figures. What I like about these, aside from just like how small they can make them and still make them like very familiar, is the packaging is actually meant to be reusable. The back has like a trap door where you can access the bubble and store the figure inside there. And the figure does come with like a little tiny display stand, so they can stand up. Otherwise, they're just too... I think they're basically too small to stand up on their own. But yeah, I think scale-wise, they're a little big for this. They're maybe a little bit too big for this. But if I had the gigantic series, I think they'd be in perfect scale. Not that I'm willing to drop the $1,000 that would take just to buy one action figure. But hey, you can dream. So, okay, Power Ranger stuff. We have this. Alright, so we got the Tiger Claw and Ankylo Hammer. More robotic Ankylosauruses. So, spoiler alert, someone requested that I review the T-Rex Champion Zord. And I liked it so much, I threw the other pieces of the toy into my wish list. So, now I can actually see like the full effect of how that toy system functions. And I'm actually really looking forward to that. I also love how like the packaging insert is white cardboard to mimic the old styrofoam that they used to come in. That's a neat little touch. So that's a cool little thing. Looking forward to that. The only downside is the toy's at the shop right now waiting to be reviewed. So I don't have it here right now to start playing with these and start combining them. So I gotta wait till I get to the shop sometime later this week. So those will stick around for a while. Let's get into some action figure Power Rangers with the 2-pack of the Yellow Ranger, Aisha, and Scorpina. Two I don't think ever actually fought, because I think Scorpina only made one appearance outside of Season 1. And I can't remember if Aisha actually came into contact with her. I think this is just some excuse to actually get Aisha's head sculpt out to have the alternate Yellow Ranger. But I don't have too much Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin, because I have the SH Figuart Mighty Morphin team. So those have been my go-to figures. But like, I wanted this for Scorpina. I love Scorpina. I've always loved her design. Always thought she was an awesome villain. Absolutely great. Adding to my collection of villains. I've got Finster on pre-order, and I just have to wait for Squat and Babu to get released. I think that's inevitable at some point. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. All right. And then, to continue on the Mighty Morphin phase, I got a Pudgy Pig. Oh, I love the Pudgy Pig. I pre-ordered it on Hasbro Pulse because it was listed as like an exclusive for PulseCon. And I was not aware that there was a normal, like, retail level Pudgy Pig on the way. I didn't know until I found it on Amazon. So that was kind of frustrating, because I don't need the prop food, and I don't need that dumb box that looks like a lunchbox, which isn't that dumb box. It actually does kind of look neat, but I don't need it. I just want a Pudgy Pig, and that's what I got. I got a Pudgy Pig with a uvula sculpted in. Like, they went all in on this thing. Yeah, he's fun. So also, I think it helps because he's mostly head, but they're still way too big. The monster toys are way, way too big. Jeez. I don't know why Hasbro scaled them so poorly. Ah, well. I just like having a Pudgy Pig. Alright, so that's all the Power Ranger stuff. A couple little things like I collect these. Same company that did the toys, the super tiny Power Rangers actually. But yeah, I like these tiny little arcade cabinets. I think I've showed a few videos off of them. But they also did like little midway games like this, like the skee ball and things. So I've got this one as well to add to my, because I have a bunch of them on my wish list because I want to make like a tiny little arcade. And it helps that these are in scale with my Glyos toys. So that's actually like scales really nice and they look really cool playing them. Fun. Tech toy. Let's do a couple tech toys here. So probably the most useful thing I got, this year in general. Brand new external. So fun thing about doing a video every single day. Oh boy, do you rip through hard drive space. My 3 terabyte tower is almost completely taken up. My internal hard drives are almost completely taken up, all 3 of them. This could not have come at a better time. This is gonna save me so many headaches. Yeah, so this I'm like really excited to get hooked up and start transferring stuff over. Needed that so much. And I got another nice tech toy, if I can find it, because it's buried. Aha. I have a Stream Deck now. So basically, this is essentially it is a secondary keyboard, which is just for hotkeys. And this will allow me to have extra effects on my streams that I can hit with just a button. Like this little control screen transfers. It'll let me play extra audio or visual effects. A whole bunch of fun little extra stuff. Like this is the kind of thing you take your streaming game up to the next level with. And I do want to take my streaming up as much as I can. Like I've been trying to, I kind of fell off of streaming the last couple months, but I definitely want to do it again. I have a lot of fun streaming over on Twitch, and I really, really want to get into more of it. And to help get into it a little bit, we do have 3 additions to my Nintendo Switch library, which being Super Mario 3D World, which I have on the Wii U, and I never managed to finish it. Mostly because I never wanted to pick up the Wii U for too long. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. No, I'm not doing a Nuzlocke. I don't like Nuzlocke rules. And then No More Heroes 3, which I kept hearing great things about 1 and 2, and I never got the chance to play them. I'm really excited to see how this one plays, because I know the developers of this have a lot of tokusatsu influence. Really eager to see how that one plays out. And I'm trying to double check before we go to the last thing that I've got, just to make sure I covered everything in this pile. I think so. So at that point, I guess we go into the big one. I don't know if it's the big one for this. Actually, I say big one. I know the hard drive costs more. But visually... things fall all over the place. I get to build a bookstore. So the only Lego I really follow anymore and really collect is the modular buildings. I've got one already that I haven't built yet. I've got the diner, and that one's been sitting waiting for me to have space to build it, really. And now I've got this one as well. I got to figure that out. I got to figure out where they go. But I love building these things. These are so much fun. They're so involved. The really good ones will literally tell you a story while you're building them. The detective office is like that. And these just get so much fun to construct and see how they go together. Yeah. Really, really looking forward to this. Need to find space to build it, but I will. I know it's... You see the mess behind me right now. I am currently in the process of trying to make space. And I'll give you an eBay update when I'm done with that. But I believe... I'm double checking right now. One last scan just to make sure. Yep. Alright, so I think that is it for now. So, I do have a little bit more on the way. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea if it'll even be enough to make warrant a part 2. I have no idea. But thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for watching again. Thank you for watching me throughout this push and what I dubbed my last big attempt to make this channel a thing. The growth that I've seen in the last few months has been incredible. It genuinely means the world to me. Like that. You guys got me to 40,000 before the end of the year. That's the one thing that I didn't. That's the one thing that I asked Santa for that he didn't give me was 100,000 subscribers. That might be the goal for next year, if I just keep working at it and keep busting my ass. Because as long as you guys watch, you hit the like, you hit subscribe, and yes, you throw in on Patreon. As long as you guys are showing that support, I am going to make sure that I am worth supporting. You know, I'm not going to get lazy on you anymore. I'm not going to drop all this unless I have to. Right now, I don't. Right now, I can still do it. And as long as I've got your support, I can keep doing it. So that means the world to me. So thank you very much, guys. And stay tuned. I don't know when part 2 will be, because I don't know when all of the rest of the stuff will be in. But I will let you know. And until then, I hope everyone had a good holiday. And I hope everyone has a great 2022. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.